Let's talk about the facility security officer. The facility security officer is going to make or break your company's ability to protect classified information. And that means it's going to make or break your company's ability to actually bid on classified contracts. If you lose your security clearance as a facility or a person, you're not going to be able to work on classified contracts, and it will cost you a lot of money. So your facility security officer is tied to that capability. The facility security officer doesn't have to be a standalone designated person. It can be a person that takes on the FSO as an additional function as well. All right. So the facility security officer, and we'll just call them an FSO, their successful program depends on developing relationships with employees, managers, everybody within the company. And they are going to be supporting something called the NISP-POM. The NISP is a National Industrial Security Program, and it is what the government expects out of contractors who perform on classified contracts. It's called the National Industrial Security Program. The NISP-POM is that National Industrial Security Program's operating manual, and it is a guideline for establishing that security program to protect classified information. An FSO cannot be stovepipe position. The FSO should be integrated throughout all other business disciplines within the company. The contracts managers, the engineers, the people performing on the classified work, everybody, because the FSO is responsible for safeguarding that classified information and making it accessible to the people who will be working on it. So you got the group working on it, and you've got the FSO that is protecting it with the cooperation of the group working on it. But the FSO should also be involved with human resources, ethics, legal, contracts, so that the FSO can rely on company policy to enforce the security policy. For example, what happens when somebody commits a security violation? What can the FSO recommend as a measure to prevent security infractions from reoccurring? Is there an employee discipline thing that they can implement? They wouldn't be able to do that without the advice of the legal or the human resources managers. And what about if the FSO wants to set in place an ability to search personal items or search employees as they're leaving to make sure they're not stealing classified information on the way out, as we've seen many people do in the past? So this is going to be a group effort. If the FSO writes security policy that only stays in the security office, nobody else will know about it, and they won't know how to protect the classified information, or won't be able to support the FSO, and in turn the FSO will not be able to support the company's ability to get those classified contracts. One of the most important traits an FSO should possess, aside from technical competence, is the ability to gain executive and management buy-in. This buy-in is very critical. The FSO should be relied on for more than just, hey, go give me my classified information, or take care of the security clearances. The FSO should be brought in as part of the business development and the contracts management and other unique areas of a company. They should not just be the enforcement and discipline. They should also be part of the growth of the company. Because what happens when you win a major contract? Perhaps you win a major contract that itself brings in where the customer provides hundreds, if not thousands, of classified documents to perform classified work on, or brings in large items that are classified that must be protected. Even though security clearances are free and the contractor does not have to pay for classified contracts, the contractor is going to have the burden of protecting that classified information according to NISP-POM. So it could be building large secure areas to store tools and equipment in, or getting additional rooms or security containers, you guys might call them safes, at a large cost, as well as the administrative functions necessary to protect that classified information, put labels on, do shipping, whatever it takes. So in that case, the FSO is your friend. The FSO should be able to, for example, one major cause of security violations is the introduction or removal of classified material into or from the company without proper accountability. This is in contradiction to DoD regulations requiring that classified information be logged into the company and should be in accountability of some sort and stored properly according to NISPOM. The FSO can train and write NISPOM-based policy and training, but without the enterprise's full cooperation, they'll find it difficult to enforce. I just read that, and it's probably pretty obvious I read it. The well-integrated FSO would have the support from other members of the company, and everybody will understand the FSO's policies, as well as the FSO will understand the ethics policies, the HR policies, and et cetera. Close coordination between the FSO as part of maybe a CEO's council or part of the CEO staff meeting, business development meetings, et cetera, will save the clear defense contractor a large headache. Will also save having some FSOs provide consulting. I do consulting as well. If you are a defense contractor seeking a security clearance, you may want to bring a consultant FSO to help you prepare your facility and prepare your company to receive classified information and protect it. So that's the benefit of an FSO. That's a benefit of a well-integrated FSO. And I hope you find this helpful in your future business endeavors.